You guys, I spent all last night screaming to the top of my freaking lungs. I had so much fun, but my throat hurts so bad today. So I feel like I'm talking a little weird. I feel like I'm talking like, be happy for me. It just hurts. So yeah. Hi. How are you? I hope you're well. I hope everyone's taking care of themselves. Today's pick a card, you guys, is going to be a pick a card on what is going to be taking place right before you meet them. I'm excited for you guys to get into it. So without further ado, here is a clip of the piles right now. All right, you guys, these are the 4 piles. We have group number 1 with the red candle, group number 2 with the pink rhodonite, group number 3 with the witch's love book, and group number 4 with the rose quartz. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, you guys are free to do that right now. And if you want to pick more than one pile, you guys are always welcome to do so. All right, you guys have now picked your pile. Please go ahead and check out my description box where I've left you guys timestamps for when your reading will start. And with that, let's go and jump into today's pick a card. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your guys' reading. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the zodiac dice. We have Cancer and we have Taurus. Hello, Cancer. Hello, Taurus. Leo and Virgo. Virgo and Aquarius. Virgo and Aries. Okay, so hello. So you guys, the first card we have here is the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups indicates a disappointment, right? So the 5 cups that we had were knocked over, which is now causing us disappointment. So this signifies something that we once had, something that we once held very close to our heart, something we held very dear to us. And it didn't go down a path that we had anticipated it to go down. It didn't work out the way that we wanted it to work out. And because of this, we are now experiencing extreme disappointment, perhaps sadness. This could be representing a breakup, you guys. This could be representing perhaps the loss of a job, the loss of a dream, the loss of a career of some sorts. Perhaps even a loss of a friend, you guys. So that's what the 5 of Cups is. Right before you meet your next love, your next partner, you will be experiencing loss or disappointment. This could even be like a rejection, right? Being rejected from somebody, or being rejected from perhaps like an application we have put in, perhaps being rejected. It doesn't even have to be like romantic rejection. It could also be rejection that involves something outside of the romance, like again with a friend, or perhaps applying for a certain job position or an apartment or a loan or whatever you are wanting at that time. We have the 10 of Swords. Now, the 10 of Swords, you guys, indicates betrayal. It indicates backstabbing. Sorry, my throat is like a little scratchy today. It represents quite literally things just coming to an end in a tragic manner. As you guys can see here, this woman is stabbed in the back with 10 swords. So she's experiencing immense pain, immense hurt, immense betrayal. Because obviously if someone is stabbing you in the back, they are doing it while your back is turned to them, which I would consider a betrayal. Versus if you put 10 swords in my front, it's like, that's kind of rude, but at least you did it to my face, right? So I think with what's going on with you guys in regards to what will be going on or what is happening right before you meet your next love, your next partner, there is this energy here of like being disappointed, being betrayed, and feeling like almost bamboozled or almost like taken aback, feeling this feeling of unexpected hurt, like you're not seeing this coming. It's surprising. And I would just like to say, you guys, with this 5 of Cups, there is always still blessings behind us. We always have those 2 cups that are in this particular card flying in the background. So we still have things that we can be thankful for. We still have things that we are blessed with, right? So there's still things to be thankful for. Look at the positive and not necessarily focus on the negative, because if all you do is focus on the negative, then that's all you're going to see, right? We have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, you guys, is a king who is very reliable. He's stable. He is someone who's ambitious and hardworking. So I'm seeing this as you guys perhaps turning inward and focusing on work, focusing on your career, focusing on making money and being ambitious. This could even be indicating that you guys are pulling back from wanting other people to provide stability and wanting to rely more on yourself in regards to having a stable life. So creating harmony, stability, almost like a sanctuary for yourself is what I'm feeling is coming of this Ten of Swords situation, right? Because obviously when we've been betrayed or when we've been backstabbed, it's not as easy to just go back to trusting again. It's not as easy to go back to just feeling vulnerable with other people, right? We become more self-reliant when we experience pain. We have a desire to protect ourselves and to be more independent when we've gone through this, right? So that's why I'm feeling like this King of Pentacles is coming up to really signify you guys becoming more independent, you guys experiencing that reliability, but from yourself, right? We have the Nine of Pentacles, which most definitely indicates for me that, yeah, we are wanting to become more reliable on ourselves. We're wanting to create a beautiful, luxurious life for ourselves, and we're not necessarily looking to find this in someone else. Basically, what I'm getting with the card so far, you guys, is just us getting hurt, feeling a lot of disappointment, feeling betrayed, feeling backstabbed, and then us kind of throwing ourselves into our career or throwing ourselves into our ambitions, throwing ourselves into creating a lifestyle that is luxurious, that is abundant, that is going to make us happy and feel fulfilled on our own, okay? And then we have the Chariot, which is determination and willpower. The Chariot cannot be stopped, you guys. Once the Chariot makes a decision, there is no stopping the Chariot. So you guys will become unstoppable. Again, self-reliant and independent. And again, there's no mountain too high for you to climb. You guys are going to feel like unbreakable after this situation occurs. And I feel like once you fully embody this Chariot energy, that is when you will meet your next lover, your next partner, because you're not going to be in this energy of like, I need someone. You're not going to be in this energy of like, I'm going to be miserable without someone. You are fully counting on yourself, and you're self-reliant. You're not looking for somebody to fill a hole in your heart. You're not looking for someone to be a placeholder. You're not looking for someone to bring you happiness. You have brought yourself happiness in your life. You have brought yourself success. You have accomplished so much on your own. And all you want in a partner is for somebody to meet you where you are at. And the Chariot will not accept any less. So that's what I'm feeling like is happening for you guys right before you meet your next lover, your next partner. I'm going to go ahead and get into the Oracle cards. We have Virgo here. Okay, so Virgo is very much connected to the energy of being a little bit critical, being a little bit of an analysis, right? So with this card, you guys, I feel like you will become perhaps a wee bit more picky with who it is that you are encountering in your dating life, or who it is that you are engaging with in regards to your dating life. I feel like you guys are going to really analyze the men and the women, the people who are coming into your life, and really almost putting them through a trial run before you get emotionally involved. I've talked about this quite a few times. I have quite a few Virgos in my life where they've definitely done this to me at the beginning of our friendship, where they put me through a trial run to see, like, can I trust this person? Is she actually, like, someone I want to let in my life or no? I feel like Virgos tend to be very, they're friendly, they're lovely, but they're very, like, I'm gonna analyze you. So you guys may be doing that to your potential lovers or your potential suitors. I'm also looking at this, you guys, this digest here, okay? So I'm kind of seeing that as perhaps you guys trying to digest and really work through your emotions before jumping into another relationship, before jumping into another partnership. We're trying to work through this Ten of Swords. We're trying to really allow it to digest so we don't go into our next relationship with pain and hurt and resentment, right? The next card we have here is the Ascendant. The Ascendant, you guys, is connected to our physical appearance, okay? Our Ascendant is connected to our first house. So with this card, you guys, I'm really seeing this as perhaps you guys making changes to your physical appearance before or right before you meet your next lover, your next partner. This does not necessarily have to be like, oh, I'm losing weight, or oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It could be something simple like, oh, I'm going to get my hair cut, or I'm going to dye my hair this color, or I'm changing up the way that I dress, or I'm changing up the way that I style this or style that. Like, it doesn't have to be anything major. So I don't want you guys to look at this as like, oh my gosh, I have to go do a complete and total glow up. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that you guys perhaps are going to be in the energy of wanting to change something about your physical appearance. It could also be that you guys are embracing your physical appearance, becoming more confident in how you look, becoming more sensual in how you move your body, becoming more loving with your body as well. You have Jupiter grow and expand. Through this heartbreak, through this pain, you guys, we are growing, we are expanding, all right? I'm really seeing this as us taking this pain, taking this betrayal, and turning it into power, turning it into our motivation to move forward, okay? Literally, the last three cards that showed up in the tarot, you guys, represent success, represent having something substantial to show for, having something that like we worked really hard for this, right? I stayed determined, I stayed motivated. And I'm seeing this Jupiter being directly connected to this Ten of Swords. Like, this is your motivator. This is what is helping you push forward. And this Jupiter is here to, again, help grow and expand. Jupiter is also the planet of luck, you guys. So I do feel like you guys perhaps will be experiencing a lot of luck right before you meet your next lover, your next partner. Going through a period of growth and expansion. We have conjunction here, you guys, and it says a union, merging and coming together. So obviously this is talking about you and your next lover coming together, you and your next lover merging as one. So that's how I'm seeing this, you guys, just a union, a conjunction, okay? You two may flow very nice and easily together. We have Mother Rose, and it says returning to each other, compassion and humanity, okay? Returning to each other, compassion, humanity. With this card, you guys, I'm really feeling like this is in reference to you guys perhaps healing yourselves, but also coming to a stage where you are not allowing this past pain, this past hurt to alter your future relationships. Like, we're not allowing the betrayal and the pain that I have previously went through to make me cold or to make me distant or to make me someone that I am not. You are not going to allow this person who hurt you, you're not going to allow this person who disappointed you to win. You are going to remain true to yourself. You are going to remain compassionate to yourself. You are going to make sure that you mother yourself and heal yourself, so then when this next person does show up, you are not a shell of who you are. Does that make sense, you guys? I'm seeing this as us finding ourselves again. For some of you, perhaps you've lost yourself, or you will be losing yourself in this disappointment or in this betrayal that is taking place. And through this process of healing, I do feel like you guys are going to be reawakening and finding yourself, right? Rapture. It's sensuality, love, devotion, romance, and ecstasy, pleasure. So with this card, you guys, obviously this is talking about romance, this is talking about love, this is talking about pleasure. So perhaps, again, you guys are really getting comfortable with the idea of like, I deserve pleasure. I deserve to experience all the beauty and all the pleasure, all the love that this world has to offer. And I'm not going to deny that to myself anymore. I'm not going to stop myself from experiencing those things. I'm also feeling like this next relationship, this next partnership is going to be a very passionate partnership where there is a constant stream of romance and love. I almost feel like because of this betrayal and because of this pain, you guys are elevating so much to the point where you're attracting someone who is, again, so much more elevated than this previous person who has hurt you or disappointed you or whatever it may be. We have adrift, and it's letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. Okay, so with this card, you guys, again, we are setting adrift. We are allowing ourselves just to experience the ocean. We're allowing ourselves just to experience the world, and we are not, you guys, holding on to what no longer serves us, okay? Our arms are open and we are ready to let go. I love this card, especially because of how rough the reading started out. I feel like this is a really nice way to kind of wrap up the reading with the adrift, even though that's not the last card. I just feel like that is a nice confirmation that like you guys will be able to let this situation go. You guys will be able to heal from this. We also have the magic of the Calling Death, and it's caution, secrecy, and wary. This makes sense because, again, of this beginning scenario that was taking place. Now, the story of the Calling Death, you guys, basically she is a very wealthy mermaid, and she was taken advantage of by some seamen who stole her money and treated her really horribly and just did her dirty, right? So she became very cautious of the men on the sea. She became very like withdrawn and held back and just like So with this, you guys, again, I do feel like there will be a time period in which you guys are really taking time to heal, and you may have this more cautious spirit moving forward. But I feel like through that adrift, through the healing process that's taking place in our life, we will be in a place where we are comfortable with vulnerability. We are comfortable with opening up again, right? And I feel like this is more so in reference to the beginning stages of this situation, okay? We have Ghost and Balance. Okay, so there may be a time period, you guys, in which you are just ghosting a lot of people, which I'm not, you know, here's the thing, and maybe this is going to sound really messed up, and maybe this is just because I'm a part of this generation and I'm just messed up, maybe. But I don't think that when you're talking to someone, and especially if you haven't like shared yourself with them intimately yet in a physical manner, or even just in general, like I don't think that anyone necessarily owes you a conversation or owes you like, you know, I feel like if someone is showing you that they don't want to talk to you or they don't want to make time for you, then that tells you this person doesn't want you, you know, like I don't feel like they owe you an explanation unless there is obviously like that relationship that has been built. So you guys may be ghosting people, or you guys may just be really uninterested in a lot of people that are coming your way. And I feel like there's going to be one particular person that sparks your interest and kind of ends this cycle of ghosting. And then we have that balance here, which I do feel like at the time that you meet this person, you guys will be balanced. You guys, again, will have gone through this healing process and you will feel more at peace with everything and more just like, okay, so there is that, you guys. Balance. This may also be talking about you two balancing each other out. I'm going to go ahead and quickly pull from the bowl right before group number 1 meets their next lover, their next partner. We have masculine. Maybe you guys are going to be embracing more of your masculine energy, or perhaps you feel like you have to step up and become a little bit more masculine during this healing process. We also have take action. You guys may be very action oriented right before you meet this person. We have gratitude as well. You may come into a space where you're very grateful that this last situation did not work out. It may come full circle. We have curiosity. Not yet. We have E. So E is being highlighted, you guys. The letter E. Let loose, which we literally have that adrift. We have April. Your birthday, potentially this next person who's coming in, or perhaps even the person who caused the disappointment or the heartbreak. We have misunderstood. And we have 20. This could be your birthday on the 20th, this person's birthday on the 20th. Perhaps you guys are meeting on the 20th, or perhaps you guys, you are 20 or turning 20 or in your early 20s, okay? So, group number 1, that's what I have for you guys. Let me know down below if this resonated. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it. And that's what I got. Thank you. I love you. And I'll talk to you really, really soon. Okay. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your guys' reading. If my voice sounds a little bit weird, it's a little bit scratchy. So I'm trying not to like, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead, you guys, and start with the zodiac dice really quick. We have Scorpio and we also have Capricorn. Hello, Scorpio. Hello, Capricorn. We have Scorpio, we have Capricorn again, you guys. We have Leo and we have Taurus. Hello, Leo. Hello, Taurus. We have Taurus and Pisces. Hello, Taurus. Hello, Pisces. We have Cancer and we also have Capricorn. Hello, Cancer. Hello, Capricorn. One more, guys. Scorpio and Capricorn again. That is the 3rd time that I've rolled the dice and it's landed on Scorpio and Capricorn. So, what the dice are trying to say is all the demons picked this group. Whether you are a Scorpio or a Capricorn, I don't think it matters necessarily, but Sun, Moon, Rising, you guys. But if you're not, definitely you're a little mischievous perhaps, because Scorpio and Capricorn just give me that like, and I love it. I adore it. That's a compliment. Anyways, we have the 5 of Pentacles, group number 2. And the 5 of Pentacles talks quite literally about feeling left out in the cold. As you guys can see here, this woman and her child are left out in the cold and they are alone. This is talking about having financial stressors. This is talking about feeling forgotten, feeling like nobody cares about you, feeling like you are an outcast. So perhaps you guys, right before you meet your next lover, your next partner, you are feeling like, I don't know if it's undesirable or if it's just a feeling of like people aren't interested in you romantically, or perhaps that's not even the case. Maybe you guys are quite literally just going through a hard time financially. Perhaps you've just gotten out of a relationship. Any of these possibilities are possible because this is a group reading. So it's a little bit heavier, you guys. Perhaps feeling like you're the only person that you can count on. We have the Page of Cups. This is talking about a surprising situation. This also is connected to our emotions because it's a cup card. So you guys may be feeling very much like the situation is happening very unexpectedly. The situation either with meeting this person or perhaps the situation that's taking place right prior to meeting them. You may feel like this is a little unexpected or it's a little out of the blue. A wrapping up of cycles, group number 2. So perhaps you guys are wrapping up cycles. Perhaps you guys are ending chapters, moving on from one thing to the next. It's very possible that you guys are perhaps graduating from school, and maybe that's why you're feeling like the financial stressors, or perhaps you've just quit a job, again, gotten out of a relationship. So again, that's either making you feel a little bit disoriented in your life, or a little bit like, I don't really know what's next, or I'm feeling very much alone, I'm feeling very forgotten, or like people aren't giving me the attention that they used to. That may be a situation going on for some of you guys, but we are moving on to something new. We are moving on to the next chapter, and it feels a little scary for some of you. It feels like, I don't know what's going to happen, or like, I don't know what is next. I don't know what to expect. Death, which is represented by Scorpio energy, which I find very interesting because Scorpio popped up a lot in the dice. But this is talking about a new beginning, you guys. With death, with something ending, there is always new life. There's always a new beginning. There's a new chapter. There's a transformation. I know a lot of people don't like this card. This is quite literally one of my favorite cards in the deck because I think death is such a beautiful experience, such a beautiful transformation, figuratively and like literally. I just love this card, and this is signifying, again, back to this world of the transformation that's taking place in your life right before you meet this person. You guys are going through some type of death. You guys are going through some type of metamorphosis. You may be a little bit concerned again, you guys, because you don't know what's next. And then we have the Tower, you guys. And the Tower is representing decay. This is a decaying tower. As you guys can see here, it's crumbling. It's falling apart. It's not anywhere that you want to live. It's not a beautiful castle. It's a old, decaying building that needs to be taken down. So this is destruction. This is chaos. This is losing something that may be very difficult for us to let go of because we feel attached to it. Oftentimes the Tower, you guys, I do find a lot of people don't like this card because they want to hold on. They want to hold on to it, which I completely understand. However, you guys, when the Tower falls, it's falling not because it's like, oh, I lost something that I was supposed to have. It's like, no, you lost something that was decaying. You lost something that was falling apart. You lost something that wasn't viable, right? It's almost like wanting to hold on to a rotten tooth or wanting to hold on to rotted fruit or wanting to hold on to perhaps clothes that are like worn down and there's holes in them, there's rips in them, and there's stains everywhere, and there's no way that you can, like, it's not viable, you know? But I understand wanting to hold on to this, you guys, but this is the place that we're going to be right before we meet our next lover, our next partner, which, if I'm being very honest with you guys, it's clearly very heavy. It's very transformational. Feels very lonely as well. It feels, I don't want to say scary, but it just feels like there's like a pit in your stomach. You know, there's like this feeling of just like, I don't know what's next. And I'm very nervous to find out. Like, I'm very nervous for what tomorrow brings. That's what it's making me feel like. It's almost like there's nothing planned ahead. It's almost like everything is being wiped out and I have no expectations for what tomorrow is bringing, which I feel like is bringing a lot of like uneasiness. We have retrograde, which is review. Retrograde brings in a time of reflection. Retrograde is a time to look back on the past and to understand our lessons and to understand if we have learned what it is we need to learn in order to move on, you guys, okay? So retrograde brings back things from the past, events from the past, emotions perhaps from the past, memories from the past, so that we can work through those and move forward, take the lessons with us and move forward. I feel like people, again, oftentimes retrograde is like this, like, oh no, retrograde, my life is falling apart. I don't think retrograde is necessarily negative at all. I think retrograde is more so connected to the energy of just, again, reviewing, right? Understanding our past, understanding the lessons that we have already learned. Okay, we have to undo patterns, you guys. We have the root here, all right? The root. This is talking about us, first of all, needing to ground ourselves, all right? Needing to really, really understand that, like, you are unshakable. You are meant to be here. You are supposed to be here. Your life is valuable. You have a purpose, okay? You need to really feel solid in the knowing that you have a purpose. You need to feel solid in the knowing that you are meant to be here and that your life is valuable. You need to ground yourself. That is what this is talking about. You will be grounding yourself. You're also going to be reevaluating your patterns. Perhaps you're reevaluating your dating patterns. Perhaps you're reevaluating the patterns that you've made with your career or with the way your life has gone. I'm feeling like for a lot of you, this is more so us reevaluating our relationship patterns, us reevaluating the cycles that we have been in. Because I do feel like for a lot of you, the reason why this death is showing up, it's beyond just one particular situation. It's because there's so much here, you guys. There's the Tower, there's death, there's the World. That's 3 cards showing up, 3 major arcana cards that are showing up that signify this is it. This is the end. Like, we're cutting the cord. It's not just one situation. For some of you, this may be a pattern or a cycle that you have to cut from childhood. Perhaps for some of you, this is a cycle or pattern that you have to cut from early adulthood, so on and so forth. But I don't feel like this is something that's new. I don't feel like this is something where it's like one day you just woke up and you're like, I'm dating this toxic man and I don't know what to do. I feel like there is a pattern of instability, or there's a pattern of, I don't want to say making toxic choices, but perhaps there's a pattern of us accepting less than we deserve, or a pattern of us falling into a cycle that's not productive for our growth or not productive for us. And I feel like that's why all these major arcana cards are literally saying like, it's time to cut the cord. It's time to put this to an end. Like, the root is saying we need to stabilize ourselves and we need to reevaluate those patterns that need to be cut. Capricorn, ambition, realism, methodical steps. Taking methodical steps, you guys, taking the time to really set out and make a plan for our future. Because again, I feel like for a lot of you, the beginning with the tarot, it just feels like we don't have a plan. It feels like we don't know what's happening next. Also, this is talking about realism. So cutting out, and I'm trying to say this so nicely, you guys, please don't take offense to this because I don't mean it in a mean way at all, but perhaps cutting out any type of like, he'll change or she'll change or anything like that. And again, I'm not saying this to hurt anyone's feelings. If you feel like someone's your soulmate and you want to continue to pursue them, I support you doing whatever it is that you feel like you need to do. For those of you where you know you need to get real about your situation, or you know this person is not good for you, this is like a wake-up call to be like, look, get real about this situation, right? The ambition also coming up, so perhaps becoming more ambitious with our own personal goals and what it is that we want to do. We have Pluto. Okay, Pluto, Scorpio, you are all over this. Like, you are literally like all over this entire reading. So shout out to all my Scorpio sun, moons, and risings. This card right here is indicating transformation. This is death, the underworld, Hades, transformation, you guys. So nothing we haven't already talked about. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it again because we've already gone over it. We have trust the seasons, embracing change, cycles of life, transition, growth. Transition and growth, you guys, okay? So, I don't know. It's a little interesting to me, but this is what we're going through. We're going through this transformation. We're going through this growth. We're going through this season of embracing change and accepting that cycles are coming to an end. Being ready to move on. Being ready to transition. Being ready to evolve. The next card I have here is Whispers of Mother Earth. Creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. You guys, through this transformation, we may be becoming more inspired. I hate to say this, you guys, I really do. But as someone where I personally consider myself an artist, and I hate to admit it, but like, I am the most artistic when I'm going through a complete and total emotional upheaval. When someone breaks my heart, I'm not going to say I get excited because I don't, but I get a little excited because it's like, I can create. Like, my art is going to be so amazing. I'm kind of excited. So that's kind of how I'm seeing this, you guys. I'm seeing this as us perhaps dealing with our pain in a creative fashion, or dealing with our pain, taking our pain and turning it into something that we can bring into the world, something artistic, perhaps something that is going to provide some motivation. This is a little bit similar to the last pile. You guys may have also been drawn to pile number 1. They're different, but a little bit similar. Now, creative ideas, you guys, don't need to be tied to art. For some of you, it could literally be like, I've gone through all this and I was like so stuck and so married to my cycle that now being ripped from it, I feel inspired to perhaps go into nursing, or go into studying the sciences, or go into studying real estate. Like, whatever it is for you, I feel like this cycle ending is bringing inspiration. sacrifice. There are those worth making. There are those that will destroy you. Who is worth the sacrifice and who is not? Who is out to destroy you? So with this card, you guys, again, I want you to remember that letting go of this tower is in your best interest. It's painful, it hurts, but letting go of this tower is in your best interest, you guys. And right before you meet your next lover, your next partner, you will be sacrificing this tower. Water flight, heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, weightlessness. All right, you guys. So with this card, this is letting me know that yes, those burdens are being casted away. We are coming into a state of feeling weightless. We are releasing those patterns. We are releasing the tower. We feel so much lighter. We feel so much more ready to embrace our future and to embrace what is to come, because we are no longer attaching ourselves to that heavy baggage, okay? I love that card for you guys. The last two cards we have here is Stop and Cleanse. Okay, group number 2. Oh, my nails are so dirty. So sorry, guys. So Stop and Cleanse. I feel like this is a little bit hilarious because obviously stop the cycle, right? We need to break the chain, break the cycle, stop, cleanse. Self-explanatory, no? We love spirit. Okay. I'm going to go ahead, you guys, and pull from my bowl really quick and see if I can get any extra messages for you in regards to right before you meet this person that scared the living hell out of me. I grabbed my freaking pendulum, which I did not know was in here. Thought it was a spider. All right, can I please? All right. Oh my God. Love you more. I feel like this is saying love you more than you love this other person, or love you more than you love sacrificing yourself for your career. Love you more. Choose you. Love yourself more. 2 years. That's not a time frame for everybody, but it is for some of you. I think this says yeah, this is travel near. So it's like close travel. This is October, so that could be your birthday. Scorpio, again, you're showing up a lot here. Your birthday, perhaps this other person's birthday, or the month in which this is taking place, perhaps the month in which we are meeting them. We have West. You may live on the West Coast or the West, blah, 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 West. Okay. We have third party. You could be meeting this person through a third party. This tower situation and the death in the world could be coming to an end because of a third party. We have high roller. It's talking about taking risks, you guys. That is why I put it in there. We have S. So the letter S is being highlighted for some of you. We have sincere. And we have freaky. Group number 2, that's what I have for you guys. Let me know down below if this resonated. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you really soon. Okay, bye. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your guys' reading. I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice. We have Libra, just Libra. We have Aquarius, and we also have Virgo. Hello, Aquarius. Hello, Virgo. Leo and Libra. Pisces and Aries. One more. Gemini and Aquarius. Hello, Gemini. Hello, Aquarius. Sagittarius as well. We have Capricorn here with the Devil. All right. Honorable mention, Scorpio. So with this, Scorpio is not connected to this card, you guys. Anyways. With this card, you guys, this is talking about, okay, so in this particular reading, I'm feeling like it's more sensual energy that we're talking about. I feel like it's more adult energy that we're talking about with this, but I'll just give you the typical definition of what the devil represents. The devil represents toxicity, addiction, being attached to somebody or something, feeling perhaps a little bit intoxicated with sensuality, using your sensuality to get what you want. It's very femme fatale. Yeah, I mean, that is who the devil is. Now, with this card, you guys, with this particular feeling I'm getting, I feel like this is more so talking about before you meet your next lover, your next partner. I feel like you guys are going to be in an energy of embracing perhaps your sensual energy, whether you're a man or a woman. I feel like you're going to be, and that doesn't mean that you guys have to be in a state of sharing your body physically, right? You can be sensual, you can embrace your adult energy without actually sharing your body. It can almost be more sensual to like not share your body. But anyways, you guys, point is, I feel like you guys are going to be embracing that adult energy, perhaps embracing a little bit more of like the man-eater type energy, or embracing a little bit more of the energy of the Don Juan, you know, you're going to be a player. All right. That is what I'm trying to say. I feel like you guys are going to be in a state of wanting or embracing the energy of being the player, being the person who is not getting yourself too attached to anyone. You may not even be looking necessarily for a relationship. You may just be dating to have fun. And again, that doesn't mean that you have to be sharing your physical body. Although if you are, power to you, enjoy yourself, be safe. But yeah, that's what I'm getting with the devil. Forbidden fruit a little bit, you guys. Forbidden fruit. So we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles indicates leveling up. The Page of Pentacles indicates quite literally raising our standards. So perhaps in our past we have been stuck, or we have been our standards have not been as high, or we have not had as much expectations for people previously. So perhaps now or right before we meet our next lover, our next partner, we will be raising our standards. We will be elevating what it is that we want and what it is that we expect from a lover. Which, you guys, as someone where I feel like I have very high standards, and I used to never want to be someone who's like, I have high standards. Now I'm like, no, I'm so sorry, but like half of these people out here are so used to bare minimum and standards being in the ground. I'm just like, no, my standards are up here, okay? Yeah, so we have the Four of Pentacles, you guys, and the Four of Pentacles indicates keeping something close to the chest, keeping something close to our heart. So with this card group number 3, I'm really feeling like we're not necessarily open emotionally right before we meet our next lover, our next partner. We're not necessarily just giving ourselves freely. I feel like we are definitely holding back romantically, or we're holding back emotionally in our connections. We are ensuring that we don't give ourselves to just anybody, which I think this is beautiful. I think this is magical, powerful energy. Now, traditionally, you guys, the Four of Pentacles does talk about saving money and being very frugal. So yes, that could be a situation as well. However, I do feel like because we're talking about romance and we're talking about your next, right before you meet your next partner, I feel like this is more indicative of can't touch me, you know? We have the Wheel of Fortune. So this could be talking about your luck, having a turn in luck, feeling more lucky, feeling more optimistic in your love life. This could also be indicating, you guys, some type of karmic balance coming in. Karma is neutral. Karma is neutral. Okay, it's neutral. So with this, I want you guys to keep that in mind, that it's very possible that your luck will be changing around the time that you meet this person. We also have judgment, which again, this is just giving me very much like I'm raising my standards. I'm staying true to what it is that I want, what it is that I deserve, and I'm not settling. Okay, so overall with the tarot, you guys, what I have so far is us embracing our sensuality, us really stepping into our adult energy, us raising our standards, us not giving everybody access to us. Our availability is precious. Our availability is scarce. Okay, we are not just sharing ourselves with anybody. We are not just sharing ourselves frequently. We are definitely becoming more reserved emotionally and more reserved in regards to who has access to us. There may be a change or a turn in luck. This may be karmic balance coming in. And then again, just raising our freaking standards with the Judgment card, not elevating. The next card I have here is Dignified. All right, and it says Strength. I think it's so interesting. It says Dignified. And there's stairs. Literally, there's stairs, you guys. I just see this as you guys, again, raising your standards, no longer accepting the bare minimum, expecting literally everything and more that you deserve, wanting someone to give you the sun, the moon, and the stars, and you're like, this is what I deserve. This is what I'm going to get, and I'm not settling for less. Yeah, that's how I'm seeing this. It's just like us quite literally not allowing ourselves to settle. So we have Strength here. Strength makes me feel like we're having this energy around us of discipline and being perhaps a little bit more, again, reserved and meticulous and methodical of where we're putting our energy, who is allowed to enjoy our presence and who is not. We have a Leo and it says Shine. Confidence, you guys. Confidence. Embracing this Leo energy right before you meet your next lover, your next partner. You guys will feel bold. You guys will feel powerful. You guys will feel strong. You guys will feel the most sensual, the most desirable that you've ever felt in your life right before you meet your next partner, your next lover. We have Mars, and it says move forward and defend self. Mars is connected to Scorpio. Mars is also connected to Aries, you guys. So this is quite literally just letting me know that yes, you guys are going to be embracing your sensual energy, because Mars is the planet of war, but it's also the planet of aggression and adult energy. So I just feel like you guys are really going to be oozing the adult energy. Like, it's going to be oozing from your pores. I'm feeling very much like that's the situation for you guys. We have the 5th house and it says play. There's this passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. The 5th house is the house of fun. It's the house of passion. It's the house of enjoyment, right? So again, you guys are going to be indulging in pleasure. You guys are going to be indulging in having fun. You guys are not going to be looking at life in this serious format. You're just like, I'm here to have fun. I'm here to feel and experience pleasure. I feel like for so many of us, we deny ourselves pleasure, or so, I guess we shouldn't say ourselves. A lot of people, because I don't, but a lot of people deny themselves pleasure in this world, and I feel like you guys are almost going to be not overindulgent, but your life is almost going to be centered around, how can I make myself feel good? How can I bring energy into my life that feels good, that feels sensual, that feels pleasurable? Now, pleasure does not always have to be connected to the adult arena. It could be like, oh, I want to surround myself with beautiful things, or I want to surround myself with beautiful people. I want to surround myself with beautiful experiences. I want to have more pleasure in my life. So you guys may be bringing in more pleasure in your life right before you meet your next lover, your next partner. We have the Sun, which is connected to Leo. It says enjoyment, or it says joy, enjoyment, life source, success, vitality, and play. So literally everything I just said is encapsulated in this card. I don't want to repeat myself because I just said it. We have healing is happening. You are not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. Oh, okay. So Remember how I was saying, you guys, how there is this energy here, how there is this energy here with the Four of Pentacles. That's basically like, I don't want to share myself. I don't want to open up. I don't want to be vulnerable. I'm going to keep everything close to the vest so that I don't get hurt. This is that healing coming in, okay? You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. This person's going to inspire you to open up and to soften and to feel vulnerable. That's how you're going to know that this person is the person that we are talking about, because you're going to feel the healing taking place when you meet them. Oh, we have a lot of mermaids. We have beauty, and it says grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit. Okay, so obviously beauty is connected to our physical appearance. It's grace, it's loveliness, integrity, and form of spirit. So again, maintaining our standards, maintaining our integrity, maintaining what is important to us. Who am I and who do I want to be to the world? Now, everyone's integrity is different, you guys, and that does not mean that you, like, if you want to go out and share your adult energy with every single person that you encounter, that is your, like, that's you, right? If that's what makes you feel good, that doesn't mean that you're compromising your integrity. Everyone's vision or perspective of what integrity is different, and I just want you to be aware of that it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't share yourself or, again, enjoy yourself. We have divine sensuality, making love, and erotica. This is the entirety, the full energy of what you guys are experiencing right before you meet your next lover, your next partner. And again, it doesn't mean that you have to be sharing yourself on a physical level, but it could just mean that you guys are embracing more of your adult energy. You're embracing more of your sensuality. You're becoming more comfortable in your body, more confident in your body. Perhaps you guys, okay, that was too much information. Sorry. Perhaps you guys are admiring yourself and admiring your beauty in all forms. There was something that literally just, and I was like, okay, look, Spirit, that's just, it's a little bit too much. Let's bring it down. We have dreams, and it says vivid dreaming, dream messages, and dream teaching. So perhaps you guys, group number 3, you guys are receiving messages in your dreams. Perhaps you guys are receiving some type of vision in your dream around the time that you are meeting this person or right before you meet this person. I also can interpretate this, you guys, as you becoming a dream version of yourself. You exhibiting that ideal self that you have always wanted to be. Again, having the confidence to step into your power, having the confidence to be the person that you've always envisioned or you've always admired being, right? So we can see that in a couple of different ways, but I'm kind of seeing it as becoming our dream person, ourselves. Not like someone else's dream person, but like your vision of who you are in regards to your dream person. We have passion with the labias, you guys. So, hello, passion. Love, passion. This is this reading. And anger. Okay, so aggression, again, going back to that Mars energy, you guys, you may be experiencing a little bit of aggression or a little bit of anger towards whoever you are attracted to. Perhaps that's why there's this energy of holding back, or there's there's this energy of holding back, or there's this energy of not necessarily wanting to open up or wanting to like be soft and kind and gentle. Perhaps we are exhibiting an energy that is more, again, powerful. I don't want to say violent, but violent, aggressive, potent. The devil energy, okay? But the devil energy in a seductive manner, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, you guys, and get some notes from the bowl to see if I can get any excess information for you. You guys. Okay. We have mid-30s. This could be you. This could also be the person who is your future lover or your next partner. age appropriate. If you are a child or if you're someone who's younger, no, just don't do that. And I don't think children watch my videos, you guys, but like young adults. Things need to change. Okay, so before you meet your next lover, things need to change, you guys. We have the letter B. So this could be your initial. This could be a significant initial of this person who's coming into your life. We have social. Becoming more social, maybe taking place right before you meet them. We have medical service. So you guys may work in the medical field. This other person may work in the medical field. You may be receiving a medical service right before you meet them. Automatically when that popped up, I was envisioning like plastic surgery, which I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm not against plastic surgery at all. But that could be connected. I don't like talking about health stuff. That's why I'm getting like, don't really love that. Anyways, it's not that I'm against plastic surgery. I just don't like talking about health stuff in my readings. Anyways, we have a dream come true. We have 19. That could be a date. So perhaps your birthday, their birthday. We have intimidating, which I definitely feel like you guys are becoming intimidating before you meet your next lover, before you meet your next partner. We also have yes. Lovers. Treat. Okay. We have Cancer. Cancer, I felt your energy this entire time, but I thought I was just like, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. But Cancer, hello. I'm so happy you have finally arrived. Oh, and we have holiday. Perhaps you are meeting this person on holiday. Perhaps you are meeting this person during the holiday season. But yeah, group number 3, that's what I have for you guys. Let me know down below if this resonated with you. Overall, the message right before you meet this person, you are stepping into your confidence. You're stepping into your power. You are going to feel the most beautiful, the most handsome, the most sensual you have ever felt in your life. You are going to be protective of your heart, be protective of your emotions, but your standards are also going to be very much elevated. You're going to expect more from your lovers. You're going to require more from your partners. So that's what I have for you guys. Thank you. I love you. I appreciate you for allowing me to read for you, and I'll talk to you guys really, really soon. Okay, bye. Hello to my final group number 4. Welcome to your guys' reading. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the zodiac, guys. We have Gemini, and we also have Aquarius. Hello, Gemini. Hello, Aquarius. We have Taurus, and we also have Pisces. Hello, Taurus. Hello, Pisces. We have Libra, and we have Scorpio. One more. We have Aries, and we have Aquarius. I want one more. Cancer and Gemini. Right before you meet your next lover, right before you meet your next partner, group number 4, your life's going to be moving very quickly. I'm seeing this as us having like a really busy schedule, or us being very like, I don't know if it's overworked. It might be overworked, but the days are just flying by. I feel like you guys aren't really going to have time for your friends or for your family or for like socializing. I feel like there's so much going on in your life that things are just moving really, really quickly. This could also be talking about you guys doing some type of physical activities on a regular basis. Perhaps this is even talking about you moving around, because again, this is momentum forward. So you could be quite literally like moving and living somewhere else. This could be talking about traveling. Not so much, but it could be. It's just, I feel like it's just life moving by so freaking fast. Like things are just happening really quickly. There's a lot of like progression. We have 7 of Cups. Maybe that's what this is talking about, you guys. Because if you're online dating, which protection to you, blessings to you, my regards, okay? This could be talking about online dating because we do have the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups always gives me online dating energy because it's us having a lot of options in front of us. And of course, like, you can have a lot of options in your day-to-day. Like, you don't need to be online to have options, but I feel like it's easier to have 50 people coming after you, hundreds of people coming after you when you are on an app where there is access to hundreds of people. But also with the quickness, you know, swiping, having those like quick encounters, I feel like is more prevalent online. So that is a possibility for some of you that you're meeting this person online. However, regardless of that situation, if that's not the case, period, point blank, you guys just are going to have a lot of options set out in front of you, or you're going to be in a stage where you have to make choices that are very difficult, or choices that are not necessarily presenting themselves in the most authentic manner. Okay, so I do feel like this is more so connected with like your love life. I do feel like it's more so connected to you having a lot of suitors or a lot of people who are interested in you to like choose from, but they're like putting their best foot forward, or they're not necessarily presenting themselves in a manner that is the most authentic. They are presenting themselves in a manner that's a little bit like, again, giving you their best foot forward. This could also be talking about perhaps you guys coming into a stage where you're having a lot of options in regards to your career, perhaps in regards to school, or what is going on in your life. Like, there's just so many different options to choose from. We are emotionally mature. The King of Cups talks about emotional maturity. He talks about being able to respond to situations with the perfect emotional grace and balance. He talks about being able to understand like when someone needs a hug, or when someone needs space, when someone needs a shoulder to cry on. Like, he's a good emotional, I don't want to say soundboard, but he's just good at dealing with emotions. Emotions are his emotions are his power, and he's very much in control of his emotions. Okay, you guys, emotional maturity. We have the High Priestess here as well. So you're going to feel very powerful. You're going to feel very much like you have the knowledge. You're going to feel like you are very spiritually connected. You're going to feel like you are someone who not necessarily has all the answers, but I just feel like you're going to, I feel like you're going to feel like a bad. If I'm just being honest, I just feel like you're going to feel like a freaking bad. And you're going to be like, I am the High Priestess. I am a spiritual goddess. I am someone who is knowledgeable. I'm someone who has a strong intuition. I'm someone who relies on my gut instincts, right? She also reminds me very much of like feminine energy. So perhaps you are really stepping into some more feminine energy. We have the Four of Cups, group number 4, which for me, this is signifying us having options in front of us, which we talked about with the Seven of Cups. And perhaps these options aren't necessarily living up to our standards, or perhaps these options aren't necessarily exciting us or invoking any type of strong emotion. So right before you meet this person, I don't necessarily think that anyone is drawing too much of your attention, or I don't want to say you're bored with your options, but I just don't feel like there's anyone who's like piquing your interest necessarily right before you meet this person. And again, it's not because you don't have options, but it's because you're just like, not my type, we're not vibing. We have the 6th house, you guys, and this is sustainability. Perhaps you guys will be in a stage in your life where you have created sustainability, you've created groundedness, you've created stability. The 6th house is also about routine. So perhaps you get really comfortable in your daily routine, or you get really comfortable in like what it is that you enjoy doing, or what it is that you're doing in your day-to-day. There's like patterns that I feel like are connected to keeping yourself healthy and keeping yourself happy, both physically and mentally. Feeling very aligned. Because of this alignment, you guys, it also makes me feel connected back to that High Priestess. So you guys may be in a stage where you're feeling very much aligned with Source, aligned with Spirit. This again is just making me feel like you guys are meeting this person online, whether it's like a dating app or Instagram or TikTok, or I don't know if people still meet on Facebook, but maybe you're meeting them on Facebook. But like, I just feel like you guys are really connected to online because we have Mercury here, and Mercury is connected to communication, you guys. It's the planet of communication. It's the planet of perspective. It's the planet of, okay? So yeah, it's also connected to Gemini, you guys. So with this, and Virgo, sorry Virgo, I always, duality is showing up again, you guys, which duality shows up with the High Priestess. In this particular depiction, it shows up in her belt, how her belt is like black and white. Duality, understanding that we are both light and dark. You guys are going to be so mature when you meet your next lover, or when you, I mean, you probably already are, but you're going to be in a stage where you're just like, I don't know, you just radiate this energy of like, I know my power. I know who I am. I'm comfortable with who I am. I'm aware of my flaws. I don't know. I just really love where you guys are at when you meet them, or right before you meet them. North Node, destined to have. Now this could be signifying that this relationship is destined to have. This could also be signifying that you guys are on your path, like you're on the path that you're meant to be right before you meet this person. You are on the river bend that you are supposed to be on, because North Node is like our destiny. North Node is where we are meant to be. North Node is where our soul is calling us to be in this life. We have Cancer. It says nurture, comfort, and protect. Okay, nurture, comfort, and protect, you guys. So Cancer is connected to the home. Cancer is also connected to the moon. I'm so sorry. All the water signs are here because we have the King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But with this, you guys, I feel like perhaps you are going to be in the energy of wanting to create a really comfortable home or a really safe home. You may be in a stage where you are feeling very protective over your loved ones or over your peace. You may be in a stage where you are respecting your emotions and you're not shutting down those negative emotions or those harder to deal with emotions. An evolved Cancer is a Cancer who is very much connected to their emotions, but they don't allow their emotions to influence their actions, or they don't react in a way that is, you know, as a Cancer, it's very, I mean, you guys know, if you're a Cancer, we are on the FBI's top #1 dangerous list for a reason, okay? If you're a Cancer, you know, Cancers tend to get a little psycho when they are in their emotional hurt and pain. But because we do have this King of Cups, it does make me feel like it's like evolved Cancer energy that is very much like, I respect my emotions. I value where I'm at emotionally. I can express myself freely without anger or without like trying to suppress anything. You may be in a stage where you're feeling very nurturing. We also have air here. This is open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. This is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, you guys. So with this card, this is obviously talking about communication again, because the air signs are connected to the mind and communication. The air signs are connected to quite literally being a great communicator. So yet again, I kind of feel like for a lot of you, this connection will start online, or this connection will start with a lot of texting, a lot of phone calls. That's just what I'm getting with this. You guys may meet this person in school as well, because we do have the air sign here. This relationship, or you may be in a stage right before you meet them where you are becoming more open-minded, or you're becoming more expansive in the way that your perspective is. Things aren't so, again, embracing duality. Things aren't so black and white. Things aren't so just like, you know, we understand that there is an in-between. We understand that there is a gray area, right? We have the bloom, and it says creation, realizing, and the right time, harvest, and celebrate. So we are celebrating, we are harvesting. We're in this stage of celebration. We're in this stage of being excited for life. So This is good, you guys. This is really positive. All the readings today felt a little bit intense. This reading feels very nice. Like we're in a very balanced stage when we meet our next partner, our next lover. We have the return, and it says a new story. You decide. Alignment. It's coming together. You are aligned with yourself, like I said, with the 6th house that popped up here earlier. You are in control. There is a new love story coming together, you guys. I don't feel like you are in a headspace of like needing anyone or needing validation. Like I feel like you guys are receiving your own validation from yourself. I feel like you guys are very aligned and you're very aware of who you are. You have emotional maturity, emotional grace. You honor all sides of your emotions. You're not in a stage where you're desperate, right? Like you're not like, oh my God, I need love. You are in a stage where you're like, yeah, I appreciate the compliments. You're not easily impressed, I guess I should say, because you have so many options in front of you, or you will have so many options in front of you right before you meet this person, and none of them are necessarily impressing you. We have Aphrodite. It's the return of Aphrodite, and it says temple, birth of goddess, guidance, goddess energy, and treating as sacred. You guys are treating your energy as sacred. You are treating yourself like a goddess, like a god, and you are living that. You're living in this energy, okay, you guys? Temple of birth, goddess, guidance. Literally just exhibiting this love. Aphrodite is obviously the goddess of love, the goddess of beauty. So I just feel like you guys are going to be, again, embracing your supreme goddess or your supreme god energy. We have soul cage. It says rescue, escape from captivity, and restriction. So right before you meet your next lover, your next partner, you guys are releasing yourself from the soul cage. You guys are embracing your freedom. You are no longer holding yourself down to things from the past. You're blooming. Isolation. So isolation being here, group number 4, just lets me know that, again, you guys aren't settling for just anyone's company. You guys aren't going to be in a stage where you're desperate. You're okay to be alone. You're okay with accepting the isolation, or with, again, just not allowing just anyone to be in your energy. Comfort. I'm almost seeing this, you guys, as being comforted by your isolation, or feeling comfortable in your isolation. So again, not settling. I love that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, you guys, and I'm going to go pull some notes from the bowl. Group number 4, right before they meet. Okay, we have 24. So this could be your birthday on the 24th, their birthday on the 24th. Maybe you were 24, maybe this other person is 24. We have mature, which is why I was laughing, because this entire reading I was like, it's maturity, maturity, maturity. Leveling up, which is why we are not so easily impressed, which is why we are not like accepting anything. We're comfortable with our isolation because we are leveling up. We have a government job. This could be you or this other person who is coming in. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. It's baking, which means it's taking time for the situation to unfold. We have far-term travel, so like traveling far from where you are at or where you were born. We have the letter P, which may be significant for you guys. We have number 1. Check in. In building. So we are building ourselves. We are building our happiness. We're building our story right before we meet this person. I think I want letting go. Okay, so we are letting go. That may be talking about that soul cage again, you guys, releasing ourselves from that soul cage. So that is what I have for you guys, group number 4. Let me know down below if this resonated. Thank you guys for allowing me to read for you. I love you, and I'll talk to you really soon.